All right, all right, all right. Let's get right to it. First of all, subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like. I'm going to start right off with that so that I get the good stuff. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Hit the bell so that you know when I post videos. And hit the like because it goes a long way. And you can hit me up on some of my links, support the channel. I appreciate everybody who has. All right, so let's get right to it, man. Ugly, ugly day, man. What a difference a day makes. Ugly day yesterday. A real pushback on the bounce. Um, and the Bears are putting in that fight, man. And really, we're just in this very dramatic trend line right here. You know, and we came up against that resistance, and boom, we turned around. So what's interesting is we got the double bottom going on. These are the futures, so this is what's happening right now, and we're getting a bearish divergence, and that's the first divergence that we've seen on the daily. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Um, so the other interesting factor is that tomorrow is options expiration. So it's going to be an interesting day, man. Or at least, excuse me, interesting to watch to see how it plays out. Hopefully, we don't break that low, man. If we don't break that low, that's a pretty nice divergence. It's the first time we're seeing that. And really, I'm just looking for a glimmer of hope. We get, a sign that we found a reasonable bottom and a reasonable valuation. And so right now I'm neutral with a bearish bias, but I'm looking for that bottom. I knew this wasn't it because normally you get a double bottom, but I didn't like this very aggressive return. We had a gap in there we had to fill on yesterday's market, and it was I would have liked to have seen that happen in a couple of days, but it seems like we get these overshoots quite often. And I mean, all the numbers everybody's reacting to, Target came in ugly, Walmart came in ugly, but these are numbers as of February 1st, right? So we're worried about inflation. The Fed's trying to slow the economy down. These numbers reflect what's going on February 1st. So really, this cat's having an effect, man. And I know the news, all the naysayers come out and shit like that, but yeah, I think that, and I know the last comments of Powell was, "We'll do what we have to. We'll do what we have to." But I don't think it's going to be this grave going through the summer. It's just a matter of getting through this without getting yourselves destroyed. And where the right entry point is, that's a major question. Where's the right entry point? So anyway, that's what I'm shopping for, man. On the S&P, if we look at it, we're going to open down quite a bit with a gap. We got a gap here, we got a gap here. We're gapping like a motherfucker coming to the downside. So those gaps get filled, and I just think that that's the gravity. And I don't know if this is savvy selling. I think nobody's really talking about algorithms though, but it just seems overdone. People are laying off. The Fed's got to watch unemployment. This is really just hitting one sector of our economy, or the lower end income earners. The higher end income earners, their money doesn't go as far, but it's not really slowing them down. There's still a lot of cash on the sidelines too, man. Savings are huge right now, and people aren't running to spend that money. So even with inflation, they're sitting back. They're not spending it on discretionary items. They're spending it on necessities. I'm just trying to put it all together. I mean, I see the herd around there, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if this raising interest rates is the cure for inflation. It's really a supply issue. I mean, if you only have one apple, and we all need that apple, what's that apple worth? You know what I mean? You need more apples, man. And this is what the problem they're not solving. Um, and I think that the oil companies have their own con, $5 gas because they can't refine. I mean, this is, I mean, we just had the wrong guy in office because the other guy would have been kicking his feet. He wouldn't have this shit. He'd come up with a solution because he knows that this is a capitalist society and his election is based on us making money, strong economy, you know? And you get these Democratic prima donnas, dude. Oh my God, And I'm not opposed to everything that the Democrats stand for. Although right now you get these extremists. Although I don't like the extremist Republican either. But I mean, wake the fuck up, bro. This is America, man. We're capitalists. We're capitalists. That's it. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the food. It's not about the culture. It's money. It's about money. That's all we're about, And that's why we've survived so long, because we could take a beating and bounce back because we're only about money. Europe and Asia, they're about family. They're about home life and family culture. And obviously these are all generalizations, and I know people here in the States love and respect their families, but as an overall culture, we're capitalists. So I'm not worried about the stock market. You better fucking worry about the stock market, man. It's the backbone of our economy. And everybody's got their fingers in it. Everybody's making money from it. And even those who don't invest in it end up reaping the benefits when other people who do invest in it buy services and goods. So, wrong guy to get us through this. Just another president that we're going to have to bury, and they're going to fuck up TV. I don't know if you remember that, but when I was a kid, I mean, all you had was regular public television, and a president died, and for like days there was like nothing but presidents to watch on TV. It sucked. I remember the dread. It was like the first day of school. So, all right. Anyway, let's take a look at a few other things. This is a financial channel. What are we looking at? So we were checking out the ES stink, and I mean down 43. I don't even know if that's consistent because mine goes from the open. So let me just take a quick peek while you sit and listen to my silence. Nothing to look at, nothing to listen to. It's a hell of a production we got going on here. Down about 60, man, right now. That's crazy. So the 10-year putting in a head and shoulders. We're just going to watch for it to break. I'm pretty confident interest rates are going to go down. I'm pretty confident interest rates will go down. People will start moving money into bonds. They'll buy up bonds, force up the price. Interest rates will slide on down. BTC, it's got to be taking the same beating that that the Nasdaq is. I mean, it's a risk asset. And where is it? Net change. It's not doing too badly though. It could be finding the bottom. It's a risk asset, and that's how it's going to trade. So, not looking too bad though. That's a good indication of if people are willing to starting to take risk, willing to start taking risk. Now look at that; it's really holding that trend line. All right, we'll watch that. That looks like an inverted head and shoulders right there. This break should have really run. So that was a fail, but we'll see if it could regain some footing over there. And what else do we normally look at? There's a wee bit of oil. Looks like it's putting in a lot of tops. Look, once you beat down, that's when it turns around. You know what I'm saying? So everybody was kind of into that last bounce and enthusiastic about it, and this kind of took the wind from everybody's wings. And that's where people start making the mistakes, start selling out everything. Shit gets cheap, and away we go. I mean, they're looking for a standard capitulation. I don't know if you could really hold to the old school concepts because people are a little more intelligent, a little more savvy. So I'm thinking that we're not going to see a capitulation in the market. We're going to see a rollout. You know, everybody kind of rolled out, and it's going to roll around, go the other way. I think these aggressive sell-offs are really just algorithms. You know, I mean, I don't think this is more liquidation as it is short interests and taking advantage of some negative news and things like that, which is just, it just doesn't seem logical. It's not good negative news. I mean, we're talking about what went on in February with the numbers from these companies, you know, and it's not what's going on now. And even what went on in February means now it's a little slower. They're going to downgrade all the numbers, which is cool. The next set of numbers probably people are going to beat expectations. We're going to see a little more slowdown. The Fed's going to back off a little bit. But am I babbling? I might be babbling. Let me move on. So anyway, hey, subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like. Good luck with your trades.